Well, hi friends. I'm Laura and welcome to the channel. Well, I'm sitting on the back porch in New Orleans. It's hot and muggy, but what better place than to talk about ghosts? Well, not those kind of ghosts. Today we're talking about being ghosted by someone you thought was a friend. Now, ghosted is a pretty new term because back in our day, I think they called it being dumped. And that about sums it up, doesn't it? But today I'm calling it the slow fade to silence. And I think you know what I mean. 1 minute you're meeting up for lunch, you're grabbing coffee, you're texting funny memes, you're liking each other's social media posts. And the next minute, silence. Your friend is suddenly very busy. Too busy to return your text or your call. Too busy to meet up. Too busy for you. No fight, no drama, just gone. So let's talk about how it feels. It hurts. And it even confuses us when a woman we've had a meaningful friendship with just fades out of our life. The first thing we do and need to do is ask ourselves, where did the friendship fit in our life? We're not talking about your closest ride or die friend, and we're not talking about a passing friendly acquaintance, the neighbor down the street. We're talking about a good, solid, mid-range friendship. Not your best friend, but someone you've shared a lot of laughs with, a lot of time with. You've supported each other through the good and the bad. You've enjoyed each other's company over the years, and you thought the friendship was mutual. You felt like it was balanced, that it was comfortable. You never had any reason to look further. But then, poof, it's over. So how does ghosting begin and how do we spot it? Well, it usually starts small. Maybe she doesn't return a text right away. No big deal. We're all busy. But then it happens again and again, and the time starts to lengthen. And suddenly every invite you extend gets met with one of those, I've got a lot going on right now, or let's touch base soon, which, let's be honest, is code for I'm never going to touch base. So you tell yourself she's just going through a phase. She's had a big life change, and maybe she has, or maybe she's moving on. So what are some of the signs that you can spot? Well, they're usually pretty clear, but you have to be looking. She no longer initiates contact. When you reach out, the responses have gotten shorter, delayed, or just vanilla. Yes, no. She stops sharing personal things. And you find that conversations get very surface level. You find out through social media that she's been out with others and you never got the invite. So before we spiral into that whole, what did I do wrong? Take a breath, because she probably didn't do anything wrong. Sometimes people outgrow each other. Sometimes the connection fades, their life focus shifts. They make new friends. They meet a new partner. They have grandkids, find new interests. It's not personal, even though it feels real personal. So how do you handle that aching hurt? And boy, does it hurt. It's a gut punch. You may even feel betrayed. But even if it wasn't your deepest friendship, being ghosted really stings. And you might start to go down a rabbit hole and replay every conversation looking for clues. Why? How? When? But I'm here to tell you it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to grieve a friendship that's quietly slipped away. And it's okay to not understand why. But we can't let the hurt take over. We have to acknowledge it, feel it, even cry over it. And then we do what wise women like us do best. We move forward with grace and a touch of grit. So what can you do to help the process of moving on? Because it's easy to get stuck. Well, the first thing you need to talk about is action, taking action, because that's how we feel. You get honest with yourself and ask, was this friendship really as mutual as I thought it was? Because sometimes we realize we're doing more of the reaching out, more of the emotional lifting, and we have been doing that the entire time. Number 2, resist the urge to chase. Don't do it. If someone wants to step away from the friendship, let them go. You're not less than anyone else, and your worth isn't up for debate. Number 3, give yourself some space to grieve. Yes, even mid-level friendships deserve a little bit of mourning time. Journal about it. Talk to someone you trust about it. Have a good cry in your car. Personally, I go for a bag of Oreos and a gallon of milk. Solves all my problems. Number 4, fill the gap with intention. This is a moment to look at who you're giving your time and your heart to. There are other women out there that do want to meet for coffee, that want to laugh, that want to learn about you, that want to do new things, learn new things, and build connections. So be open to learning from what happened without self-blame. Maybe you miss the red flags. Maybe there weren't any. But in every friendship, even the ones that fade away, they teach us something important. So take the lesson and leave the baggage. Finally, let me share a couple of words about self-worth, because your value is not tied to how many lunches you go to, how many invitations you get invited to, how many women have been your friend for life. But as little girls, we learn on the playground that our value is based on who likes us, who invites us, who's friends with us. And we take that into adulthood. Friendships change. They have to change because we change. But sometimes certain friendships can't handle the change. Often there's a fork in the road and you each choose a different path. But what matters is that you keep showing up with kindness, with boundaries, with confidence, even if you have to fake it a little. So don't let one ghosted friendship turn you into a woman who stops trusting or even stops trying, because honestly, it's their loss, not yours. So to the woman who ghosted you, I say thank you. Thank you for freeing up valuable space that could be spent with someone much nicer. If you've been through this, if you've experienced that whole fade to silence, I'd love to hear from you. I hope you'll drop a comment below and share your story and how you dealt with it. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need it. Unless, of course, she's the friend who ghosted you. Then send it anonymously. She may need to see this. I'll see you next time on the channel. I look forward to it. And please send me any ideas for videos. Take care. Bye-bye.